She was left with nothing but a crumbling cabin in the middle of nowhere. Her stepmother had made sure of it, casting her out with a cruel smile, expecting her to fail, to break, to come crawling back. But she didn't. This is the story of Elara, a girl who took the ruins of her past and built a paradise from scratch. But just when she thought she'd found her peace, a storm was brewing on the horizon, one that wore $1,000 suit and had a name that echoed in boardrooms across the world. A billionaire arrived, and he wanted the one thing she couldn't sell, her home. Welcome back to our channel, where we explore stories that prove the human spirit is the most resilient force on earth. Today's story is about Elara, a name you're going to remember. When her father passed away, his new wife wasted no time. Elara, barely an adult, was driven to a forgotten family property, a dilapidated cabin her great-grandfather had built. The roof leaked, the windows were shattered, and the wilderness was reclaiming it inch by inch. Her stepmother's parting words were, "Let's see how long your little fairy tale lasts out here." She saw a ruin. Elara saw a blank canvas. The first few weeks were brutal, with no electricity or running water. Every day was a battle for survival. She learned to patch the roof with salvaged tin and bits of wood. She learned which plants were edible and which were poison. She taught herself to fish in the nearby creek, her hands raw from the cold water and clumsy attempts. Nights were the hardest. The silence of the forest was deafening, filled with unfamiliar sounds that sent shivers down her spine. Loneliness was a constant, heavy cloak. There were moments of despair, moments she sat on the rotting porch, tears streaming down her face, wondering if her stepmother had been right. But with every sunrise, a little more hope returned. Elara had a gift. She could see the beauty in what was broken. She started a small garden, coaxing life from the stubborn soil. She found old jars and filled them with wildflowers, bringing color and life into the dusty cabin. She learned to read the weather, the moods of the forest. She wasn't just surviving anymore. She was living, she was building. The cabin slowly transformed. She plastered the walls with a mix of clay and straw, creating a warm, earthy interior. She built furniture from fallen trees, each piece imperfect but sturdy, filled with character. She installed a small wood-burning stove that became the heart of her home. The cabin became a reflection of her own healing. The patched roof was like her mended heart, the sturdy walls her newfound strength. She started documenting her journey online, sharing pictures of her cozy home, her thriving garden, and the breathtaking landscapes that surrounded her. She never showed her face, wanting to keep her sanctuary private. She just shared the beauty she was creating. People were captivated. They saw an escape from the concrete jungle, a return to something real and authentic. Her small blog grew, attracting a community of people who admired her resilience and creativity. They called her the Cabin Girl, a mysterious figure living a dream life. For 2 years, this was her reality, a peaceful, self-sufficient existence. She had built her paradise, a testament to her own strength. She had proven her stepmother and her own doubts wrong. She was happy, she was free, and then everything changed. One crisp autumn afternoon, the sound of an engine tore through the tranquility of the forest. A sleek black car, completely out of place in this rustic world, pulled up to her gate. A man in an impeccably tailored suit stepped out. His name was Adrian Thorne, and he was a billionaire. Adrian was known for his ruthless business tactics and his penchant for acquiring the most exclusive properties in the world. He didn't just buy land. He conquered it, and he had his sights set on Elara's entire mountain. He had plans for a luxury resort, a private escape for the world's elite. Her little cabin, her paradise, was sitting right in the middle of his blueprint. He approached her not with a threat, but with an offer so large it could change her life forever. He thought, like everyone else, that money could buy anything. He saw a poor girl in a rundown shack and assumed she'd be desperate. He offered her millions, a new life anywhere she wanted, a clean break from her past. He laid out the plans for his resort, showing her architectural renderings of glass buildings and infinity pools where her forest now stood. He didn't see a home. He saw an obstacle, but Elara looked him in the eye and gave him an answer he had never heard before. No, Adrian was stunned, then amused. He thought it was a negotiation tactic. No one had ever refused him. He doubled the offer. She refused again. "This land isn't for sale," she said, her voice firm. "This is my home." And so the battle began. It wasn't a battle of lawyers and contracts, not at first. It was a battle of wills. Adrian started using his influence. He had surveyors show up, trampling her garden. He had helicopters fly low, shattering her peace. He tried to cut off her access road. He was used to getting his way, and this quiet girl in the woods was becoming an obsession. But he underestimated her. Elara wasn't just a girl in a cabin. She was the heart of a community. When she shared what was happening, her online followers rallied behind her. The story of the billionaire trying to bully the cabin girl went viral. Petitions were signed, news outlets picked up the story. People from all over the world sent messages of support. They saw it as a modern-day David and Goliath. The quiet sanctuary she had built was now in the global spotlight. Adrian's PR team was in a panic. Their boss was being painted as a villain, a corporate monster preying on a helpless young woman. But the more pressure he faced, the more stubborn he became. He couldn't stand being beaten. He decided to visit her again, this time without his entourage, determined to understand why she wouldn't budge. He found her not in the cabin, but by the creek, her hands in the soil, tending to a patch of wild herbs. For the first time, he saw her not as an obstacle, but as a person. He saw the way she interacted with the world around her, the genuine peace she radiated. He saw the love and care she'd poured into every inch of her home. He saw the hand-carved details on her porch, the vibrant garden, the warm glow from the window he walked through. The cabin she had built with her own two hands. He saw the patched walls, the handmade furniture, the jars of preserved food. It wasn't a shack, it was a masterpiece of resilience. He realized he wasn't just trying to buy a piece of land, he was trying to destroy a life she had painstakingly built from ashes. For the first time in a very long time, Adrian Thorne felt something other than ambition. He saw what she had that he didn't, not money or power, but contentment, peace, a home. The story takes an unexpected turn here, one that neither of them could have predicted. Adrian left that day a changed man, but the fight for the cabin was far from over. Forces even bigger than him were now in motion. What do you think happened next? Did she manage to save her home? Did the billionaire have a change of heart, or was it all just a new tactic? This story is a powerful reminder that the true value of a home isn't in its price tag, but in the life and love that fill it. Elara's journey from abandonment to building a paradise is an inspiration to us all. If you've ever felt like you were starting from zero, her story proves that you can build your own happiness piece by piece. We want to hear from you. Have you ever had to fight for something you believed in? Share your story in the comments below. We read every single one, and your experiences inspire our community. Thank you for joining us today. If you were moved by Elara's story and want to see more content that celebrates the strength of the human spirit, make sure to hit that like button, and most importantly, subscribe to our channel. And turn on all notifications. You won't want to miss what we have coming up next. Your support allows us to continue sharing these incredible tales. Until next time, keep building your own paradise.